Sup, my dudes, Valkyrja, and with Frigg only about how far out? 1 day, 6 hours, 31 minutes out. I imagine Frigg's going to appear when this banner ends. I want to talk about, instead of what every other YouTuber's going to do, should you summon? No. That's not what we're going to do here, because I'm going to be real. We're all going to be very hyped for the new unit. Whether you want Frigg or not, you're going to get very hyped. That's how these gacha games work. You're going to get hyped for the unit. You're going to get excited. You're going to want the unit. So I want to instead talk about why you should skip Frigg. Obviously, if you're running a Frost team, by all means, go ahead and get Frigg. Frigg's going to be very central to the Frost team going forward. But I want to talk about reasons you should skip Frigg. Or if you're wanting to, basically. Reasons you would want to skip Frigg for. So, the biggest one, the absolute biggest one, is you're not running a Frost team. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like that is a giant 5-head giga brain take I just said, that you're not running a Frost team, so obviously you want to skip one of the biggest Frost units. Yeah. If you're not running a Frost team, why get Frigg, right? Why spend your free-to-play Dark Crystals to go ahead and get a good Frost unit when you don't need it? Whenever you don't need it, you shouldn't really summon for it, right? But let's say, for example, you want to run multiple teams. You're in a situation I am in, right? And you want to run a Frost team as well. Well, what if you don't want to run a Frost team? Because you only have these 3 slots, preset slots. Of course, you could, just swap weapons around and not use presets. But you could, instead of making a Frost team, you can make, I don't know, Volt Physical Fire, right? You could do that. Or, essentially, you could wait for you could run, I don't know, Meryl, wait for Sakifuwa, and then get Lyn. Lyn is going to cut each one of these teams down to 2, because Lyn's going to take the 3rd slot on every single team you ever use. That's Lyn. Lyn is Lyn. Lyn is broken. Lyn's going to get nerfed to hell in Global, I promise you, but odds are she's going to change. So, another reason to skip Frigg, like I said, is the fact that there's just going to be better teams coming up, or you just basically just don't want it. Because odds are, even as a free-to-play, you'll have a high advancement Meryl if you're wanting to make a Frost team. You go Meryl, Sakifuwa, and Lyn. You wouldn't need to have Frigg in that situation, although Frigg's going to be very, very good for Sakifuwa support. But if they don't, they're probably going to nerf the hell out of Sakifuwa. Let's be real, they've done it to everybody. But even nerfed, Sakifuwa is probably going to be the main DPS of the Ice team, Frost team, whatever you want to call it. Odds are Sakifuwa is going to be the main carry. So there's another reason, is that Frigg gets relegated more to support / sub DPS as the game goes on. And I imagine that even with Sakifuwa getting touched, it's still going to be not enough to really keep Frigg down, essentially. I feel like Frigg's still going to... it's not going to be enough to put Frigg in the front running for main DPS for Ice. I feel like even if they majorly touch Sakifuwa, which I absolutely believe they're going to do, Frigg is probably still going to get relegated to sub DPS. But the only thing about Frigg is, I promise you, she's probably going to be the absolute best DPS in the game right now. At least until the next new unit. Because that's how gachas work, right? She is definitely nerfed, significantly so, from the CN version, but I do believe she's still going to be pretty strong come global. Anyways, that's basically the video. Just listing some reasons why you should skip Frigg if you are debating it. But odds are, you guys that are going to summon for Frigg already have a Frost team in mind, and that's whenever you should be running Frigg, or getting Frigg as for a Frost team. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.